It's great.
All right, we are live now on Twitch, ready to continue our adventures in the Forgotten Realms. And when we last left off, the party had camped off outside of the woods, right near what they now know as the location of Cragmaw Castle. You actually sent some people in to scout it out really quickly. They found what looked like kind of an old, dilapidated castle that also had some signs of life, like current existing life inside of it. And you've actually been told that Cragmaw Castle is where you're going to be able to find someone named Gundren Rockseeker. He's a dwarf who had originally kind of set you off on all of these adventures by having you bring some supplies to a nearby town called Phandelver. Um, he, you have since learned that he actually has discovered the location of a legendary mine that is called Wave Echo Cave. It's a mine that's famous because of its magical properties. And there have been for years multiple people searching for it, but he's finally located it. And you're concerned that possibly there are some others that have now located it as a result of he's been kidnapped, and in fact, Cragmaw is where you think he's now being held hostage. And so you find yourself now in the morning, starting out, and you're going to leave a couple of party members behind to keep watch. But in the process of kind of preparing that day, you've been approached by a paladin. His name's Ulrich, and he has heard from some of the seers in his order that there is mischief afoot in this part of the Forgotten Realms. And so he's shown up and offered to provide you with his assistance and go along with you in your journey into Cragmaw Castle. And so now you find yourselves, the three of you, along with Ulrich, ready to kind of prepare and head back into the woods. Anything you want to do before you leave?
Braum high fives Ulrich and says, "Welcome." Boom.
What is his fighting style?
His fighting style is... Good question. Give me just a second and I'll be able to tell you.
Straight up rage.
Yeah. His full character sheet is in some software that I've got, so I'm just getting it loaded up here.
And I guess while you're there, is he meant to have a shield?
No, he's going to fight with two hands.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, he's going to use the longsword two-handed.
Yeah.
Cool.
He has protection fighting style, which
Okay.
means he can impose disadvantage on attacks with people that are within 5 feet of him as a reaction.
What's his class?
Oh, but he's got to be
archetype?
wielding a shield with that, which he doesn't have.
Right.
But we'll go ahead and apply the protection, even though he doesn't have the shield for tonight.
Does he? Has he chosen an archetype since he's 3rd level?
He has an oath of devotion, bound to the loftiest ideals of justice, virtue, and order.
Sounds like my kind of paladin.
Okay, cool.
All right. So Is everyone ready to make out for Cragmaw Castle?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So you work your way through the woods. It takes about an hour. It's very easy to find because she had gone and scouted it out the night before. And before long, you come up on the castle. And you're not going to be able to see a lot on this screen just yet because I'm using the dynamic lighting feature, but I'm going to put everybody on. Got Xanaphy on there already. You don't have to be this close to it if you don't want to be just yet.
Okay.
But you're on the very edge right now. Yeah, can everybody see their character?
Yep.
Yes.
We're going to see how dynamic lighting works tonight. At the outside, on the outside of the castle, there's a pair of stairs that everybody should be able to see right now that lead up on the right and the left. There's a platform beyond that you probably cannot see, and then there's what looks like some double doors that have been broken down at the end of that platform that lead just straight into it. And as you approach it, that's what you see looking at the palace, at the castle from the front.
How tall are the walls?
The walls are about, they range from 17, 18 feet. Some of the ramparts get on up to probably 40 or 50 feet.
What time of day is it?
It's morning. It's mid-morning.
Okay.
So we have two options. We can just go through this front area, or I can climb up and then lower a rope.
Can we listen to see if anyone's like right outside of those front doors?
Yeah, I'd like to make a perception check and kind of see if I can see any activity inside, like through. I'm assuming there's windows in the castle.
You can see what look like an arrow slit. There's kind of two rounded rooms. I guess they used to be ramparts that are kind of on each side of the castle as you walk up to the double doors, and you can see arrow slits poking through each of those as you approach it. And then there's really just darkness beyond those doors. You can't make out what's inside them, even though they're just broken and have fallen to the ground.
And I can't see anything like any light behind the arrow slits or anything?
Wait, don't you have dark vision?
No,
Doesn't.
Dragonborn don't have that, unfortunately.
Okay.
You can't really make out what's behind them. They're pretty narrow.
All right.
It's enough that somebody inside could see out and look at you, but not enough that you could see inside. And unless you got right up next to it and stuck your eye like a peephole inside of it.
Okay.
Which I wouldn't recommend.
That's great when the DM says, which I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah.
Then Braum will support Chi in his plan to scale the walls.
Okay.
I actually don't need help because I have the feat athlete, so I can just run up the wall, I think.
Okay.
I meant moral support, but yeah.
Okay.
do that.
That's good too.
You got this.
All right, so you get up to the top. This is a pretty dilapidated looking castle. You can see most of the towers have just kind of collapsed on it, but there's no clear way down into the building from where you're at. It's just kind of a flat stone roof that's arched just enough to get the water to drain off of it on either side.
They can't. So there's no like entrance into the proper castle from the top.
There's nothing you can see that's going to let you into it from this part of the castle.
Am I insane in thinking that it is common sense for a castle to be able to be manned from the inside of the castle, like the top of it? Because otherwise, there's no point in having ramparts, right?
Okay, ask that question again.
If a castle has ramparts, then
Right.
they have to be able to get to those ramparts.
From the inside, right? You can get at those from the inside of the castle and climb up them. That's in other words, they can go all the way down into the bottom, and then you can go into them and climb up the stairs to go into the top. You don't have to
Okay,
necessarily have to access them from the roof.
got it. So there's no way for them to go from like inside of the castle to the open air top of the castle.
No. Well, except by climbing up the ramparts,
Right.
which are accessed from the inside.
Okay, but if they can get to the rampart, then it's open air, right? I'm having
Yeah. Oh,
trouble.
okay. I think I see what you're saying now. You want to get up as high as you can into whatever. So if there's a rampart that extends up above the roof, you want to get up into that.
Yes, I want to continue going until I'm at
Okay.
the highest point.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was missing. Okay. All right. So there's one on your. Basically, there's one as you're looking at it from the front of the castle. There's going to be one that's on the right and one that's on the left.
Anyone have a preference?
Braun points at the right one.
Okay, I agree.
Okay.
Well, I'm on the left one. No, that's fine.
Okay. So you managed to climb all the way up to the top of that rampart, I guess using your athletics skill again. And it's there's a creaky looking door that's just about half broken down that you can open up if you want to.
Probably let's get everybody else up here first.
Okay.
So I'll lower a rope
Okay.
and tie it to something.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I don't have this on the map, so I'm just going to have to describe it. But all of you managed to eventually climb up the rope and get to a point where you're sitting or standing up on top of this rampart that's on the right side of the castle.
I'll gesture for the paladin to go inside first.
You weren't joking about that, were you? Okay.
The sacrificial lamb.
All right. All right. So he opens the door. It kind of pops and creaks just a little bit. And he takes a step and he's looking down. And let's see what happens here. All right, so he kind of kicks a rock as he steps in, and the rock kind of pop down some stairs and against some ladders, and you can hear some sounds down below, like you've gotten the attention of something down there. There's voices that are talking to each other. They sound a little bit like goblins.
Oh, we can handle goblins. Come on.
Are the stairs like circlical?
Circular?
Like a
Yeah.
spiral?
Yeah. They kind of spiral up.
Cool. Okay. Do we want to just go down, or
Yeah, I will. Following closely behind Ulrich, I will proceed cautiously down.
like 11 feet behind him, though?
Yeah, closely as a loose term.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're all kind of slowly working your way down the stairs. You could go in double file if you wanted to, but you're gonna let the paladin go in front of you. He's got his long sword drawn out.
Braum will do the honorable thing and go in shoulder to shoulder with the paladin.
Okay.
Is that how wide it is? Is it only 10 feet wide?
Yeah, the stairwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stairwell. It's probably from one side of the rampart to the other side as you're working your way down. You're probably talking about 20 to 25 feet, and you're probably 5 or 6 feet of the width of the stairwell that goes up and down.
Okay. I'll follow behind them with my whatever hand on the wall as I'm going. So like I always have a hand on the wall.
Okay. All right. So as you get close to the bottom of the stairs, we're going to roll initiative.
Uh-oh. Yes. God, Ulrich, you're fired.
His bonus to dexterity is 0.
So as you're within about 10 feet of the bottom of the stairs, you manage to spot 3 goblins that are all, and I'm just kind of going to put you all in this space here.
Whoa.
I see slightly more than 3 goblins.
Yeah. There's potentially more than 3 goblins.
Yeah.
You see 3 at the very bottom, and you do see some others kind of just a little bit askew over at the side in what looks like another room. And
dark shapes in the background.
And they jump out and start coming at you. And where Brulim's going to get the first turn here.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, I could potentially. No, you got that one, G. I'm going to hit the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And he just falls back against the wall.
Stab, stab, stab. And
do you want to move?
Let's see. Let's see who's up next. G is. Can I move here and get a flanking bonus for G?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna jump off the stairs and just kind of run over and step in front of that guy.
Yeah.
All right. She's turn.
My question is, can I move between attacks?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can do that.
Okay. Let's start off with the first one, the spear with 2 hands. Let's use a key point.
Are you going against the one that you've got the flanking bonus on with Brulim?
Yeah, if you'll count that as flanking, then I guess the 18 hits.
You can get in a position where you're flanking. That's not exactly it, but we're in real tight quarters here. So, but I think you can get into that position without any trouble.
Okay. Then I'll be there wherever that is. I don't know how solid this area is behind him.
It's kind of this pile of rubble that's built up.
Yeah, that's definitely an area where I would feel comfortable because I've been doing a lot of ridiculous things with movement. So
okay,
I think that this is reasonable.
Okay.
I specified 2 hands, so I'm taking the 5.
You're taking the 5 damage?
Yeah, because I specified with 2 hands.
Oh, okay.
So
all right. So he takes 5 damage.
And then I'll spend a key point and attack him one more time. And I assume he's dead.
Yeah, he is. He's dead.
And then I'll move over. I'll step on this guy's body and then use my other point. I think 16 hits.
16 does hit.
Holy cow, key points.
And I will make it so he needs to succeed at a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. He fails, so he's knocked prone.
Cool.
Whoa.
And then I'll move over here, I guess.
Okay. All right. Zanmafee's up now.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot at the only one still alive with my longbow.
He's the only one that you can see for sure. Some of the other characters can see some additional ones, but yeah, okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
8.
Yeah. All right. So he falls back as well. Falls back to the ground.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right. And that brings us to what happened to the goblins? Oh, I must have rolled on a token that. It's not Ulrich's turn yet. It's the goblin's turn. I must have rolled on a token that that I just deleted. So that explains why they're not there. Let me go ahead and add them back in so I don't forget.
I think their initiative was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So bursting out of this door, there's a door that is right behind She, and that door opens up, and bursting out of that door come 2 more goblins.
Yeah, boy.
Goody.
And they're going to stand right behind She, and each one of them is going to attack with their scimitar or scimitar. I never know how to pronounce that.
I think it's scimitar.
Yeah. So the first one I assume is going to miss with a 10.
Yep.
And then the second one is going to hit for 4 slashing.
Okay.
And now another one is going to run out of this adjacent room and come up, and he is going to attack Brulum. I assume that's a miss. Oh, it's a crit. It's a 1. It's a 1.
Critical fail.
And then we're going to get one more that's going to kind of squeeze his way in around this one that was taken out the last turn. And he is going to attack Brulum as well. And I don't know if 14 is going to miss as well. All right.
Yep.
And you can tell there's some others that are advancing, but they can't really fit through this choke point here. But there's other goblins that are starting to kind of advance toward the room.
Oh, yes. Line up for me.
So Ulrich is going to jump down to where he's kind of over here, catty corner to She, and he's going to use Healing Hands. But how many hit points have you lost so far?
4.
He's going to use Healing Hands to give back, lay on hands rather, to give those 4 points back. And he's got to do that, I think, as an action. And so he's gonna, that's all he can do, basically. And that gets us to Brulum.
Okay. Raw. Let's see. Okay. So this is my question. If I
Uh-huh.
do this, can I hit the 4, maybe 5 goblins that this arrow intersects if I do my breath weapon?
Dragon breath. Yes, you can affect all 5 of those with your dragon breath.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm doing that thing. Um, so breath weapon. I think they have to do,
Constitution, I think.
yeah, Constitution save. Hold on, sorry.
Might be dexterity. Constitution.
Yeah, 8 plus my con modifier plus proficiency. So that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so a con save, or sorry.
Oh, it depends on the type.
Oh, you're right. It's a dex save with a DC of 12.
Dex save with a DC of 12 for 5 goblins.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. We're going to go from bottom to top, left to right.
Wait, this is acid, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess this is the only ones that we don't know that this guy over here exists. So, because it's long enough for you to hit him, but if we don't know that he's there, then I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm firing in this direction.
Okay. How far does it go?
30 feet. So it would be.
I mean, I don't know if it matters whether you see him or
Oh.
not. I am going to. We got a table here.
Yeah.
I think the table's going to block it, though.
Okay. That's fair.
All right. So we're going to go bottom to top, left to right with dexterity saves. How much are they going to take if they fail?
They are going to take. God, why don't I have this in my character sheet? 2d6 on a failed save and half as much on a successful.
All right.
So
So
let me
go ahead
do-
and roll our 2d6.
Nice.
Okay, 7. That's nice. All right, so the first one passes. The second one passes. The third one fails. The fourth one fails. The fifth one passes.
Okay.
The ones that pass take half damage.
All right. All right. So this spray of acid makes its way across the room, and half of them fall to the ground, and half of them are grasping at their eyes and ears right now, kind of reeling from the attack. And you've still got movement left if you want to use it. Although
Okay.
you are engaged with one, you're engaged with 2 right now.
Yeah, there's no way I can move away from this one goblin without getting an attack of opportunity
Yeah.
with the other.
Yeah.
So I'll stay where I'm at.
I think we're okay. Where we are.
Yeah.
All right, it's She's turn.
Yeah. Okay, so the ones that are dead were removed, right?
Yes. The only ones you see are ones that are active.
Okay, I can't see anything above me. Like, my character is half in black. I think the light source might be... Okay, it's based off of this guy, but I also still can't see him.
Yeah, you need to have visibility here. Let me see if I can fix that.
I'm just trying to get a better idea of where the goblins from the other door are.
Let's see what it looks like now.
I see a portion of this one, but I don't see...
Yeah, hang on. I think what's happening is this one's blocking your line of sight. I think the one that's immediately in front of you is blocking your line of sight. But you do have one there. Um, you want to give me a minute? What I'll do is I'll turn off the lighting, and we'll just go with fog of war instead. It'll just take me a second to do that. I don't think
Okay.
this is
I mean,
I don't think this is working real well.
yeah, I also don't mind if you just say there's one that is directly north or one that is
There's
northwest. Or
one that's directly north of you. I'm going to be working on getting fog of war going though while you've got your turn.
okay. Um, First I'll hit the one that is directly north with my spear with two hands again,
Okay.
dealing 10 damage.
All right. That takes him out. Does that
And I'll
improve your
spam.
visibility? No, it
It
does
does
not for
not.
some reason. Yep.
And then I'll use a key point and hit. I guess this one that is northeast of me.
Yes, there is one northeast of you.
12.
12 does not hit.
Okay, let's try again. That doesn't hit either.
9 does not hit.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, and that's my turn.
So Zamaphi is looking down still from the stairwell on the melee. Below her, she can see uh, 5 goblins all kind of rushing in from her right. Well, she can see 3 that are engaged with she and Brulum, and then 2 more that are getting ready to rush in from her right.
Hmm. Hmm. So ensnaring strike would only interact with one of the goblins, right? It wouldn't do
That's right.
any group damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I might try doing fog cloud to kind of distort their yeah, just kind of distort their vision a little bit. Would that
Okay.
affect us too?
Yeah,
Pretty sure the answer is yes.
Yeah, it affects you too.
Okay.
It's gonna affect all your party as well.
Okay, I won't do that.
It's a good thing to use when you want to get away, and make an escape, as an example.
Okay.
But when you're trying to advance, maybe it's not such a good one.
I'll just shoot one of them, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
I always feel so useless when I can only do the one thing.
That's all right.
But yeah, I'll shoot this one closest to me.
Okay. All right, so that's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. And he had already taken some acid damage, so that takes him out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can move, right?
You can reposition if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna get right here. Oh, why won't my character move? It's like,
I was having trouble with that too.
yeah, my character like won't go past like.
Like
Yeah, let me get her into the room. There you go. You should be able to move now.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna move right here next to Brulum.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Getting in the mix.
Yeah, I like this dynamic lighting feature, but I don't think it works well in tight quarters like this.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit buggy too.
Yeah. All right, let me get fog turned on. All right, you shouldn't be able to see anything now. But
Right.
I'm going to turn off the dynamic lighting. And I think you're going to like this a whole lot better. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
A lot better.
All right. Okay. And some of you do have vision back into into this room here, where you can see that these two goblins back in the back.
And they're just hanging out back there.
For the moment, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Lazy.
So let's start with the goblins. This one will kind of jump over to this side so that he's got she flanked, and then these two are going to both attack him. 18 for 5 slashing and a 15 for 4 slashing.
Okay, 15 does not hit.
Okay. So he'll take 5 slashing then. Then these two are going to advance on Zamaphy, and each one are going to attack him. You can look for your armor class when I attack to tell me whether it hits or not.
Okay.
7, the 21 will, the 7 won't, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So Zamaphy's going to take 6 damage then. And then you can see 2 more that are coming, kind of running in towards you now. And that gets us to Ulrich's turn. And he's going to reach out just behind she again, and he's going to heal the 5 points of damage that he just lost using lay on hands.
Okay.
He's still got another 6 points of that he can use. And then he's going to take that opportunity to kind of shift around and move a little bit behind Xanaphy, since he perceives maybe she's going to need healing soon. And that's the end of his turn, which gets us back to the top with Brulum.
Okay. Can't really move from where I'm at. I'm just going to go ahead and attack this goblin right here with my glaive.
Okay. That's a 12. That is not a hit.
Dang it. I'm going to go ahead and burn an action surge and try it again.
Okay. 14 is not a hit.
Dang. All right. Well, I can't really move, so I guess that's my turn.
All right. So we're back to she then.
Yeah. This is fine. I'll open a path. I'll attack this one to the right of me.
Okay.
Spear, both hands. The 12, no, I want to keep my inspiration. I'll spend a key point and hit it.
Yeah.
For
So
5.
That takes it down. It already had some acid damage.
Okay. Can I also push the body back because I used a key point, so it lets me do that?
So you're going to push it back for what effect? What effect are you going for?
I want to hit this other goblin with a body, even if the body's going really slow.
You just want to bump it with a goblin, maybe intimidate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Okay, so he goes flying back and kind of bumps up against him.
Cool.
It kind of
And
looks
then
down at the ground like, what? And then looks back up at you.
I have one more attack for the guy north of me
Okay.
for 7.
Yeah, all right, so you knock him back into the hallway by the double doors, and he goes down.
And I'll move here.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll give you a little bit more visibility there. All right, Zamafy's turn.
Okay. What do you think I should do, Harley? No. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna attack at this goblin with my short sword.
Okay.
Yay.
All right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
3.
Oh, wow. Okay, you do hit him, but it's not quite enough to completely take him out. You cut him on the arm, but he's still standing there ready to fight you.
Good.
Now you still do have movement here, but since you are within range, within 5 feet of 2 of the goblins, if you try to move out, you're going to give them a free attack. It's called an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Can I attack this one with my sword again?
No, you only get one action, one attack per turn.
Okay. Okay, I guess that's it for me then.
All right. So this goblin here is actually going to shift right here, and then they're both going to attack Xanaphy with advantage because Xanaphy's flanked. And so we're going to take the higher of their 2 rolls. A 12. What's your armor class?
My armor class is exactly 12.
Right, so you're going to take a total of 13 points as they kind of slash away at you.
Oh, my goodness.
That's surprising. Do you not have like leather armor?
Yes, but that my hit points were already pretty low.
Well, the armor might raise your armor class, is what he's saying.
Yeah. What's your dexterity?
Yeah, because the armor class with the dex bonus.
Dexterity is what?
5.
Dexterity's 5. That's not right.
It should be like 14 to 16.
Is that the
her dexterity bonus is 3.
Yeah, so her AC should be 14.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got 12 in there for some reason.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong. Was I? Maybe I was just wrong.
No, so you're gonna, one of those is gonna miss then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So how much damage would I take?
So that is going to be 7 points. Just take 7 points off of what you had before.
Okay.
There we go.
That's better.
Good catch.
All right. So this gets us to Ulrich, who is going to go ahead and use Lay on Hands again, this time on Xanaphy. And he's going to use the rest of what he's got. So he's going to give you back he's going to give you back 6 of the hit points that you lost.
Nice.
But he's now not going to be able to do that any longer till he gets a rest. And then he will just stand there trying as best he can to try and protect Xanaphy. And it will be Brulim's turn now.
Okay, the 2 goblins that are surrounding Xanaphy, do they look like they've taken any damage?
The one that she hit one of them just now. He's the one that's on the other side of Xanaphi.
Okay, this one right here.
Yeah.
All right, but this one looks probably
He,
fine.
yeah, he looks like he's fine, and you're engaged with him. He's within 5 feet.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Magic Missile,
Okay.
and I'm gonna direct one of the missiles at this guy right here, and the other two at this poor guy right here.
All right.
And it's gonna be 1d4 plus 1.
Three. All right. So that takes this one out. And then the other two, you said you've got a total of three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the other two hit this one. So bam, bam, and daze him a little bit, but he hasn't dropped his sword or anything.
Okay.
And he kind of turns towards you angrily.
Grr. All right, that's my move. I'm not gonna move.
All right, she's turn.
Yeah. Let's just move forward and attack this guy.
Okay.
That misses.
Yes, it does.
And that is it for me.
Okay. So you're going to be within 5 of him, but you're not going to be within 5 of this goblin here yet. And it is Xanaphi's turn.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna fire at this guy. I want to let me do the thing.
Hold it down. Yeah.
Yeah, you hold it down and it'll do that. You can do that. You are within 5 feet of this goblin right here. And so what that's going to do is it's going to put your attack at disadvantage. That means you're going to take the lower of the two numbers that you roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just attack that guy. He's on really low health, right?
He's been hit by 2 magic missiles and looks a little dazed by it.
Okay, I'll attack him with my short sword then.
Okay. So that misses him.
Ah,
He manages to duck underneath your swing, and you don't do any damage to him.
okay. And I can't move either.
You can, but he'll get a free attack on you if you move.
Okay, I'll just stay where I am. In case, and that's end turn.
That's end of your turn. So now the goblins are going to go. These two are going. This one's going to advance to right here, and then these two are going to attack she. $10 and an 18.
18 hits.
And then this last one that's left here is going to take a swing at Brulum. 8. I assume that misses.
Yes.
And now Ulrich draws out his sword, and he's going to wait. And for his reaction, he's going to use his defensive ability as he kind of faces this goblin right here. And that will be his turn.
Okay. All right. Well, since it looks like Ulrich is setting up to protect, I am going to move away from the goblin and take the attack of opportunity. And I think I only have to move to there since my spear or my glaive has reach.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack. Actually, I'll move all the way in.
Okay.
And I'll attack this guy right here.
All right. So let's do the attack of opportunity, which I think is going to be a disadvantage. I need to go back and look at that and make sure.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Good. So
Ooh,
still a 21, which is
that'll hit.
5. Yeah.
But at least it's not the crit.
Yeah, I'll take that
Yeah,
over the
so
crit.
it was going to be a really bad blow, but he kind of gets his long sword in at the last minute and brushes it aside a little bit as you're
Wow.
running away.
When attack of opportunity goes bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now
Um,
you've got your attack.
okay. So here's my glaive attack. Nice.
Yeah, that's a hit. You're attacking the one immediately to your right.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, and so he just falls down under your glaive.
Yeah, I just run him through. All right. That's my move.
All right. She
Cool. I'll jump on the table behind him and attack him.
with advantage.
Yeah. 18.
That hits.
7, because I've been using the two-handed one all night.
Okay. All right, so you pop him in the back of the head, and he stumbles forward a little bit, but that's not enough to take him down. He looks a little sturdier than the others.
Hmm.
That's it for me.
Okay. It is Xanafy's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack this guy again.
With a short sword?
Yes.
Okay. And again, you miss him.
No.
That's not your best attack.
It's not.
But yeah, you miss him again. He just kind of ducks underneath it. So you've Ulrich has already used his defensive ability here. So if you try to move away, he won't attack with disadvantage.
He can't because he already attacked once, and it counts as a reaction.
Yes, that's true.
All right. Well, you can move away then if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
Ulrich can handle himself.
All right. All right. So this
And
goblin is going to take a swing at Ulrich.
I feel really bad now.
We've taken plenty of damage.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I have. He hasn't taken any damage.
Who
Yeah,
takes
now he's taken like as much as Rome has.
Doing his fair share.
and then Yeg is going to kind of spin around at She and try to take a swing at him for a 17 with 8 slashing.
Yep.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh man.
It's fine. At this point, we've basically won. We just need to do it kind of fast.
Exactly.
All right, so Ulrich is just going to swing his longsword straight down at that goblin and totally whiffs on it. His longsword just goes bam right down into the gravel below him, and he has to pull it back out.
You had one job, Ulrich. One job.
And so we're back to Brulum now.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the Black Fist leader goblin.
Okay. That is a hit.
Yes.
Wait, roll again. You might crit. We're flanking.
Oh, we're flanking. You're right. Good point.
Yeah.
That's
So 6
consistent.
damage. It was meant to be.
Yeah, so he falls to the ground.
Nice. And then I am going to just move here and try to flank this guy.
All right. And he is in fact flanked now.
Wait, do we want to keep that last guy alive to interrogate him?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. She's turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Does anyone happen to know grappling rules? I'm pretty sure I had to look this up before, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, you always
Pretty
have you always have the option of taking somebody,
Yeah,
taking
doing
somebody down to
non-lethal.
0, knocking them unconscious instead of killing them when you take them to 0 hit points.
Yeah.
But you want him to be conscious, I think.
Yeah, grappling is an opposed strength contested by the target strength or dexterity check. Athletics or
It's
acrobatics.
okay. All right. I'll try it. What's the actual? Do you have the page number?
195. I say strength and
Okay.
dex, but it would be athletics. Athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. 17.
That is a hit, and he finally kind of spins around about 3 times and hits the ground, and his feet kind of go boom, boom, and then hit the floor.
Well, it's a grapple.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That wasn't an attack. 17. Oh, yeah. All right. So you managed to grab a hold of him by the ears and and just kind of hold him up like this. And his feet are just kind of kicking in the air. And that'll take us out of combat.
Cool.
There's no fight left in him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to reach down and pull the scimitar out of his hand.
Okay.
Oh, actually, just tie him up. I have 150 rope. 150 feet of rope.
Okay.
How are you carrying that?
I don't know, but I'm not even sure how I got like 100 feet of this. I know that I started with 50, but
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
I bought rope for some reason.
Yeah, you bought rope while we were in town.
Okay.
It's like enough to tie a frigate to pier.
We could make him a cocoon and then cover that cocoon with a second rope cocoon.
All right, so we tie that guy up.
All right. So he's just kind of sitting over in the corner, sulking and upset because you've just killed a bunch of his friends and ruined his dinner.
Ruined his dinner.
That's the worst of it.
As you get to look around now, you can kind of see it's a mess hall that's back over in this area. But of course, in the melee, all of the food and the stuff is just spilled and scattered all over the place.
Are there any large barrels of ale that we could take?
No. That only works once per campaign.
What, as goblin mess halls go, would you say that it's cleaner or messier than when we found it?
Oh, it's messier than when you found it.
Okay.
Because they were all scrambling around in there trying to help their friends as you were systematically taking them down, and food and drink just went all over the place.
Okay.
I'm gonna search this guy.
All of them, actually. Just search all of them.
Yeah, they don't really have anything on them except the scimitars.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my glaive like up underneath the goblin's neck and ask him, are there any more goblins inside the keep?
And I'm gonna help him by like casually like kicking corpses or something, or like breaking bones.
Okay, let's make an intimidation check with advantage.
All right. Intimidation is not a great skill for me. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's enough to convince him. He says, "Goblins, yes. There's 2 more right across the way in the other room with the arrow slit," and he kind of points off in this direction.
I kind of want to handle those, but they might. We should probably just finish the interrogation first.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna press the glaive into his neck and like actually trying to draw a little bit of blood this time
Uh-huh.
and say, "Are you willing to sell out your leader? Where is he?"
Let's try another intimidation check with advantage.
All right. Oh,
Ugh.
that's good.
He says, no, he'll kill me. I'm not going to help you.
We're gonna kill you anyway.
Die now or die later.
He seems to know that, and he seems to prefer whatever kind of death you're going to deal to whatever he would face from his leader.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Braum looks over at Chi and Xanafi and Ulrich and kind of raises an eyebrow as if to say, "Do I kill him now?"
Is the black spider like in-house currently?
No, the black spider, and he kind of cringes at the thought of the black spider. He says, "No, he's not here. Only Grawl, our hobgoblin king."
Then where's the black spider?
And where's
I don't-
Gundren?
I don't know. And he says,
Okay.
"Oh, goblins! There may be more goblins in the chapel too."
Can we ask him just like what the rest of the building looks like so we have some idea?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He says there's another rampart over on the other side over here that's looks very much like this same area. It's used for storage. Then behind that there's a chapel, and then behind both the mess hall and the chapel, there is kind of a collapsed part of the castle, very dilapidated. And then behind that, you'll find some hobgoblins in a barracks and King Grawl in the very back.
What kind of supplies do you have?
But don't go in the rampart in the back. Don't ever go in the rampart in the back. You don't want to set it loose.
Oh. Well, we're gonna throw you in there. So I don't have a follow-up. That's our plan.
And I'm like, and he'll do it too.
I've done it before, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as you know.
We've fed dozens of goblins to mysterious creatures.
Yeah. In fact,
We throw goblins down rivers for no real reason.
we even cooked them before.
Yeah. I personally consider goblins to be less than humanoid. Think about that.
We fed them to owl bears.
Then we felt bad for the owlbear, though. So
Yeah, we did.
So where are you going with all of this additional intimidation?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're just enjoying yourselves, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, the storage. We wanted to know what they were storing.
He says, "I don't know, some brandy, I think."
Ah, now we're talking. Is it flammable?
I suppose it is. I don't know.
How much brandy would you have to drink to get drunk? Drunk enough that you would have to roll with disadvantage. I'm thinking we just gotta get the other goblins to start like partying.
Probably a glass or two.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. Is there any way we could do that? Where we just like find a way to like make all of the other goblins like drunk?
If you had Isbrea, you might have a shot at it. Because she
Yeah,
could go in and try to get him to start partying, but you know.
We need someone with a high charisma.
Trying trying to remember it. Like,
The rest of you are going to look too much like intruders.
yeah, my charisma is -1.
Yeah, we need someone who
Work
can
out for me.
disguise themselves. If only we had a rogue or a bard.
Wait, is there any way I could make my fog cloud be made of the brandy?
Nice try, but no, it's not happening.
Okay, how many goblins are left? So I guess
Yes.
Yeah.
He says goblins, there's probably, I don't know, a half dozen, something like that.
okay,
That's not too bad.
yeah,
It's less than we
Yeah.
fought here.
it's about the same, right? We killed 7 or something.
Yeah, 7
We
right.
killed a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I
If
guess
we're
we did kill a lot.
3 that ran in before the rest of them. Like 8.
What I kind of want to do is I want to leave this, go to the other rampart, make a lot like get some of their brandy stores or whatever, and then bring that up top, and then like lure them in and just dump it on them from the top of the rampart, and I guess follow it with like a match. So they're either concussed or a concussed and on fire.
Oh man. I do have plenty of torches and I have some lamp oil, I think. No, I have a tinderbox. No oil.
Wait, did the goblin say he didn't know anything about Gundren Rockseeker? I can't remember.
You didn't ask him about Gundren Rockseeker.
Oh, I'll ask him. Is Gundren Rockseeker here?
He says, Gundren Rockseeker, who's that?
Is there a dwarf here?
Yes, there's a dwarf back in the back with King Grawl. He's been there for a couple of days now, at least.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw him? Is he alive?
The last time I saw him, yes, he was. He was alive. He had him tied up in the back room.
Was he badly injured? Like, if we were to give him a sword, would he be able to fight with us after we free him? Just out of curiosity.
And he's also like secretly a 30th level paladin and can just heal us immediately.
And while you're at it, what was your childhood like?
Tell us your most painful teenage memory.
I think we're
Okay.
done with him, right?
Yeah, I think we're done with this guy.
All right. So what do you want to do with him? Let him go? Let him run off? Just leave him sitting in a corner?
Oh, what? Hold on. What's my alignment? Oh, it's lawful good. Ah, dang it.
Yes.
Well, I can just take care of him and you can look the other way.
Yeah, let's.
I'm just going to take him outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I suddenly hear a noise in the kitchen and have to go investigate.
Yeah.
I take him up the rampart and then I want to leave him tied up, but he's like tied up and off the side of it, but he's still alive. And I'll knock him out so he'll wake up like that.
All right.
Oh, he's
That
still
sounds good.
okay.
All right, so you now have a goblin hanging outside of the rampart, looking unconscious. Well, possibly more than unconscious is the way he appears, but that's all he is. And you manage to make your way back down.
Is there any food left on the tables?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dang. I really wanted to taste what goblin food tastes
And it's
like.
probably not very appetizing anyway.
How many scimitars are there?
There were 8 of them.
Okay. I looked up it. Scimitars are worth 25 gold when you buy them, so that's 12 and a half when you sell. So that's 100 gold.
Yeah, it's a freaking miser.
Yeah. We can't carry around all of that.
Aldrin can. He's barely carrying anything.
Wait, let's just use Aldrin as a healing tote bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can clear out the castle, and unless you have to make a fast getaway, grab it all on your way back out.
Here, Lydia, I mean Aldrich, take these scimitars.
I think before we press on, I would appreciate a short rest.
Yeah, it's probably a
I
good
have a
idea.
potion of healing if you want to use that.
I am injured, but it's mostly because I don't have any key points.
Okay.
All right, you can take a short rest now if you want to.
Hit this. Yeah, I'll spend one more.
So you can choose, Becca. You can choose to use up one of your hit die and roll a die and recover more hit points if you want to.
I am
I'm
going to
not
do
terribly hurt right now, so I'm gonna wait to do that.
All right, and Ulrich's going to go ahead and use one of his.
Okay, so I get back full HP and I get my action surge back.
And again, everybody else is doing it. Why are we left out?
I don't think. Oh, I get my breath weapon back too.
Nice.
Hooray, Dragonborn.
You get your breath weapon back on a short rest? That's
Yeah.
nice.
I know. I thought it was a long rest.
I think it used to be like in 4th edition. I think it used to be a long rest.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So you kind of hear a little bit of movement in the castle. From the back of the castle, you hear this inhuman but familiar sounding screech coming out of one of the ramparts. But nobody comes your way. You manage to rest for about 30 minutes without being disturbed very much.
Okay. So do we want to clear the other rampart?
I would rather deal with them now than later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we enact the plan then?
Yes.
I guess I will go first and sneak down and try to get the whatever of brandy that they're storing in there.
All right.
And then someone can just stand up at the top and get ready to throw it down when I lure them back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I have.
Right.
I mean, would that require stealth or something else?
I think I'm doing most of the moving.
Okay.
All right. So what you see when you kind of get back up at the top and look down is this one's actually a little different. It's got a wall. It's got a room that kind of goes down the center, a wall that goes down the center, and there's a ladder that kind of descends into this part of it, the storage part of it, right here. And you can see below you, it looks like there's a couple of doors, one right here, one right here. This one probably leads into a room similar to the one on the other side where the arrow slits were located, kind of a watch room, a room for watchmen.
Okay.
But you're looking down onto this area, though, from the top of the rampart.
Right. My new idea is to take these tables, block off some doors, and then like methodically go through rooms killing goblins.
I'm for that.
That sounds good. How big are the tables? Like,
they're 8 feet long, probably. Pretty heavy, made of wood.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
It might take, it'd take goblins a long time to break through it, but bigger creatures maybe not quite as much.
I could like stand on the other side and hold one of the doors.
Yeah.
Closed. Like throw down the table and brace it.
So I guess like you could be here. We could have
Yeah.
tables blocking these doors. And then we can just clear out this room and then this room and then the one you're standing in front of. And then we can just go through.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. So as quietly as we can, we'll stack the tables against this door.
Okay. All right, so you've got 2 tables back against this door right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to brace myself against this door.
You
Okay.
actually might want to, like, if we lure them out, maybe it's better if you just attack them.
Well, that's true. We could do it that way.
Okay. Go ahead and position yourself wherever you want to be.
All right. Let's see. I'll stand right here.
Okay. And Ulrich will come and kind of stand right beside you right there. And then Xanafie's going to be right there.
You want to stand here instead, and then I'll knock.
Mhm.
And then when they open the door, you shoot them. Okay, let's go.
All right. Let's roll for initiative.
Wait. Blue.
Give me a second here. Almost there. All right. All right, so let's make a we're just gonna knock on the door like flower delivery or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Whoever is knocking on the door is going to make a performance check.
Okay. 4.
Nails
Right.
it.
So this isn't a very convincing knock, and you don't manage to get up to the door very convincingly. And so you sense that there's something inside that's pulling up its guard, and the door suddenly bursts open, and you see 2 goblins inside. And then we get to and they actually come charging out immediately.
Oh.
We're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
This one right here and this one right here. One of them is going to attack Xanafie, and one of them is going to attack She.
So I believe that I have partial cover.
Because you're behind the door? Okay, so we will add we'll add it. We'll treat it like a quarter cover, which is +2.
Okay.
And here we go. Still a 19 with 5 slashing.
Yeah. Is that one against me?
That one's against you, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one's against Xanaphi, who is not in cover. And that one misses, I assume.
Yeah.
And so now we are at Xanaphi's turn.
Okay. I'll attack this one with my short sword, I guess.
Oof.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and give you a flanking bonus on that because she's there. So you go ahead and hit with that.
1.
You're missing your dexterity bonus to damage.
I am?
Yeah, you are. So that's your dexterity bonus is going to be, I think, +2, same as on the. No, that's a proficiency bonus.
Actually, that's weird. She's missing it on the to hit too, because that's proficiency. Oh,
Yeah, she is.
it might be listed as like the weapon should be versatile, or what's the word? Finesse?
Finesse.
Yeah.
This has got her set up. The software has her set up with a strength bonus.
Yeah,
Right.
short sword would be a finesse weapon, so she should be able to add her dex bonus.
Okay, I've changed it to dex. Although, yeah, our dex bonus is 3. So let's go ahead and add 3 to both of those. So that'll do 4 points of damage.
Oh, yay. That's
All
not
right,
enough
and I've got it fixed now, so it should work from here on out. All right, Brulim's turn.
Okay. And I can see this happening, or
Yes.
at least hear it. Okay.
Yes.
We're fine.
Your biggest problem right now is you can't get in there
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way to move.
because the door's clogged on both sides.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna hold my action and wait to see if anybody comes through the door that I'm guarding.
Okay. You're going to attack anybody coming through the door, I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And interestingly enough, the next thing that happens
Uh-oh.
is that hobgoblins come bursting in out the other door. Because you asked your little friend about other goblins, but you didn't ask about any other creatures.
Yeah.
And so one of them jumps in here, one of them jumps in right here. It's not quite enough to flank you, but one of them's going to attack you, and then the other one is going to attack. The other one is going to attack Ulrich.
Okay. Would I get my action first since I was holding my
yes,
action?
you would get your action first.
Okay. In that case, I will attack the one that's directly in front of me, since I think Ulrich has a little more HP than I have.
Okay.
Let's see here. Glaive.
That is a hit.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, you
Max
have one
damage.
shot at a hobgoblin.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
It's actually a D10, so that's not max damage.
Oh,
You
it's
do
not.
a lot.
Yeah, so he falls to the ground. So it's only this one that'll get an attack on Ulrich with his long sword, which he crits on him and does 7 points of damage.
But at least he doesn't get the martial bonus that hobgoblins have.
And then you can see inside there's 2 more hobgoblins that are advancing toward the door angrily as the other 2 have come out. And now we get to She's turn.
Come on, spear. I'll use a key point.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Yeah, that'll do. That won't quite take him out, but no, it actually does because Xanaphi's already done some damage to him, so that
Yeah.
does take him out.
And I'll move here, and then you should go help them. I'll take care of this one.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay. And that gets us to Ulrich, who is going to draw out his longsword and hold it up and and use his defensive advantage for whoever attacks one of the characters next. So that gets us then to Xanaphi, who is not engaged with anybody. So you can move around a little bit if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Can I move here?
You want to engage the hobgoblin.
Yes.
You want to get within 5 feet of the hobgoblin.
Yes.
You
Should I
can do
move?
that.
Okay.
But if you're wanting to set up a shot with your arrow, you don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Can I move here?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna go there and then just gonna shoot at him.
All right, that's a hit.
5.
For 5 points. All right, so you're going for this one right, this one
Yeah,
right here, right? Oh, that one right there. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you shoot an arrow at him, and it sticks through his shoulder, sticks into his shoulder, but does not take him down. And we now go to Brulum.
Okay.
Oh wait. The goblins had 21 AC.
Yeah,
initiative?
I had that same problem where I rolled off of one of the tokens and then deleted the tokens. So they actually should have gone first. There's just one left, but it would have attacked
me.
You, of course. And so let's see here. The hit 8.
All right.
All right, now we're back through to Brulum.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little different here, and I am going to cast Shield on myself.
Okay.
Which gives me +5 to my AC until my next turn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move up a space and try to block the door.
Okay.
That's a reaction.
Yeah, that you can actually use that as a reaction.
Oh, I can?
So that helps you a little bit.
Oh, it is a reaction.
You can dictate what you want to use it as a reaction to.
Okay, so in that case, I'll move up to block the door, and then I'll attack the hobgoblin that's directly in front of me with my glaive.
Let me make sure I understand the reaction rules right, because I don't.
I think I can hold on to that spell until someone attacks me.
Yeah, I don't think that he needs to declare how he wants to do it.
Yeah, that's different from declaring a
held action.
A held action.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you can do that.
But if I use it that way, I won't get an attack of opportunity on that round.
That's true, but is that the concern?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's kind of the disadvantage. Whoa, nat 20.
Okay.
Tough.
Yeah, okay. Gosh. So there's another one hit on a hobgoblin. Brulum is on a roll now.
Wrecking shop. Just wrecking it. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to move there and possibly use my shield spell. That's my turn.
Okay. So this hobgoblin is in fact going to both of these from inside this room are going to slash at you. So you go ahead and activate your shield, I assume.
Yes.
And that's going to give you +5 AC, and
so they like have to crit.
Each one of them
Yeah.
are going to hack away.
That'll miss. That'll
17,
miss.
14 miss.
All right.
So Brulum manages to put up his shield, and their longswords just bounce off of it as they're attacking him.
Okay, I finally, hopefully, killed this guy. 8. It's the 8.
Yeah, that's plenty to take him out.
Okay, and I'll head over here. Do I see this like broken area?
Yeah, you can see that back behind the barrels and such,
Is it like all flat? Like, could you just walk around?
and go around into the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's so much terrain to try to get through there. I don't think is your movement 30.
My movement is 40. Okay. Well, your hesitation is a good thing because I wasn't planning on doing that. I wanted to know if they could do that.
Okay.
So I want to like go here and then climb up as far as I can get. So like if they do anything, I want to use my reaction to drop on them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably difficult terrain, so that's probably as far as you could get anyway.
Yeah. I think getting through with 40 feet of movement, getting through all of those people, past that equipment, and then up the wall, I think that's pretty much using all of it. I think that's good, though.
Okay.
All right. This gets us to Ulrich's turn. And I'm going to check something here. How high up are you? How high up have you climbed?
Probably further than they can reach. So
yeah. Okay. So then he is going to instead.
So like 20 feet up, 15 to 20 feet up.
Yeah, he can't reach up there, so he can't use cure wounds on you. So instead, what he's going to do is, he's going to use heroism on Brulum. So for the next minute, Brulum is going to get 3 additional hit points, 3 temporary hit points at the beginning of each round for the next minute.
Nice.
And then there are no longer any goblins to attack, so it's Xanafy's turn.
Okay, do I have a line of sight for this guy?
Yeah, you've got a line of sight to him.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at him.
It's pretty narrow, but you've got a pretty high skill, so. Yeah, it hits him.
Yeah. 4.
All right, so you kind of shoot low, and there's this arrow now just sticking through his thigh as he continues to fight.
Well, I should have used ensnaring strike.
And you can move freely if you want to here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to get up here, and then I'll swing you across, and then I'll keep you held though, so that you just like take your shot, and then I move you back.
I don't know how I feel about being kind of trapped in a room with.
No, but you'll be 15 feet up, and I'll just like keep a hold of you, and I'm very good at climbing.
He swings you in there, then you shoot, then he swings you back, and you land on your feet in the other room.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that would be the next turn.
Fine. Great. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll do that.
Because that's good. Because I wasn't really like I can throw darts at them, but your longbow's way better. So
yeah.
Some sort of
So, like,
trapeze.
would I end up here-ish?
No,
I think you're still on this side. Like you're probably like there, or like maybe probably on the barrels, because that they're just taller. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I would shoot at them on your turn or my next.
On your next turn, my entire turn is going to be like preparing to do this.
Okay. Sounds good. And I guess that'll be it for me.
Okay. Brulem's turn.
Okay. And I've got so my shield spell is down now since it's my turn. But I still have heroism. Yeah. Let's do something different again. I'm gonna try to shove the hobgoblin that's in front of me instead of attack him. So we're gonna do my athletics versus either its athletics or acrobatics.
Or acrobatics.
Here we go. Oh, come on.
And they're hobgoblins too.
Yeah. Roll bad, roll bad.
So it can go athletics or dexterity. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey.
Oh!
All right, so you shove it back.
Yeah, I'm going to push it back 5 feet.
Right there.
All right, and then I'm actually going to move into its space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out of the way. And that's my turn.
All right. So this one is going to kind of jump up on this bed. There's some cots in this room, and he's going to jump up on this bed on the other side so he has advantage on you, and then they're each going to attack you.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Do you still have your shield, or does that only apply for one round?
That my shield is down.
Okay. So the 19 is going to hit with 7 slashing. Remember,
Okay.
you at the beginning of your turn, you got 3 temporary hit points.
Alrighty. Okay.
And now this gets us to She's turn.
Right. So my held action is going to be help her get up and then swing her across and then swing her back and try to kind of hope that she gets down safely.
All right. And I'm going to give you I'm going to give you inspiration for that idea.
I already have inspiration.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
So then for my movement, then I'm going to just like scramble across and then drop down. So Brom has flanking on this one.
Okay.
And I will use if at least one of them isn't dead by the time it's their turn again, then I will use I guess this is a held bonus action. Then I'll use a key point to dodge.
Okay.
And that is my entirely held turn.
Okay. All right. So Ulrich is going to shift into this space. And then he is going to shout out what sounds like the name of the goddess of his order. And that's going to cause him to channel divinity, which is going to add another 3 to his longsword attack. To hit on his longsword attack, which is still going to miss.
No.
Classic Ulrich.
Classic.
Thought he was going to attack, but then he didn't.
Yeah, I guess. So no goblins, they're gone, and we're back to Xanaphi's turn.
Yay.
Okay.
So we ready for our maneuver?
Yes.
All right, so Xanaphi kind of swings into this room from up above, and like if this were a movie, everything would become slow motion all of a sudden as she's drawing her bow back and shooting at the hobgoblin. And now let's see what happens here.
Okay.
I'm picturing Geordie LaForge like tumbling underneath the door for the epic maneuver.
I would argue advantage for I would argue advantage because surprise, flanking, and also 15 feet up.
Okay.
And also arguably flanked.
Yeah.
Arguably is attention. All right, I'll give you advantage. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh. So
many.
this thing just kind of goes straight through his neck, and he just falls down at Brulem's feet.
Does blood splatter in my face?
Yeah, why not?
Yes. All right.
Yeah, and then you come back and you land back in the other space.
Yes.
If I had more advantage to give on this attack, I would. I mean inspiration, but I don't. So.
And then when she's done, I don't know that he's actually dead, so I still swing through.
Okay, and land there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you know that he's dead.
Yeah.
And I'm back on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah, you're on the other side. All right, it is Brulem's turn.
All right. Well, there's only one thing to do, and that is stab.
All right.
Oh, gosh. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, that is a miss, obviously.
I don't need to burn my action surge.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, so this hobgoblin draws back his longsword and just slashes back at you.
That'll miss.
14 misses, and you gain 3 temp hit points at the start of your turn.
Oh, that's right.
And now we are to She's turn.
Okay, let's just run up and hit him with the spear. I think that's a miss.
That is a miss.
1 second. Okay, I believe I can use multiple key points in one turn, so I will. Here's the first punch. It's got to be a hit.
That is a hit for 4.
And I'll do the dexterity one, or he's prone.
Okay. So you knock him back between the bed and the wall.
He can roll to save against it.
Oh, he can?
Yeah.
Is he rolling against, a 12?
I think it's a 12. 13.
Whatever.
Yes.
He doesn't make it.
Then the second one, he's prone, so I have advantage.
Yes, you do. You knocked him down.
Another 4.
Yeah, all right. So you put your foot on his neck and block his trachea, and he's done for.
Oh, wow.
We did it.
Yeah.
And it is 9:25. We're going to have to call it a night right there.
Okay.
Nice.
That was good.
Yeah, that was actually impressive for
awesome.
taking on, what was that, like 8 or 9 goblins and 4 hobgoblins?
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, wait,
right.
Before we're done, I would like my character to walk here, and I would like to give She a amazing, earth-shattering high five.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be 250 XP apiece tonight.
All right.
Still working your way toward level 4 there. And I'm going to go ahead and shut off the stream.